Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Comedy Night News. Students across the nation on Wednesday walked out of class for a few hours to make a statement about guns following the tragic Florida shooting. Many support the student walkout, while many others stand firm that these students are being manipulated by the system for political reasons. Town Pump backs the student walkout, which the reason is clear to me. On Wednesday afternoon, illegal sales of Boone's Farm Wine and Mad Dog 2020 went up 290%.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says it's up to Russia to determine whether they are a friend or foe in response to a question about Vladimir Putin. When President Trump was asked about Putin, friend is what he said.
5 women who say Bill Cosby sexually assaulted them will be allowed to testify in his retrial. Bill Cosby sticks by his defense that bitches say the darndest things.
In a recent interview with Senator Edward Kennedy, he stated out loud that his family was victims of an awful curse, and I happen to agree. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Edward's father, Ted, had bigger tits than Stormy Daniels.
And speaking of Stormy Daniels, the porn star has reported that she wishes to return $150,000 of her alleged Trump shut-up money to tell her true story. The story begins, so I was blowing this Mexican.
An IHOP restaurant in the state of Maine retrained its employees after a waitress asked a group of black teens to prepay for a meal. This goes to show you that it just isn't the South that's racist. Canada's right behind them. Maine's in Canada, right?
You wrote it. No, she wrote that one. No. Take no credit. And let's see, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported that a majority of the United States should expect warmer than average temperatures this spring. Winter in Montana said, hold my beer.
United Airlines wrongly shipped a Kansas-bound pet dog to Japan. The second embarrassment this week for the airline and a nightmare for the Swindle family, who were moving from Oregon to Wichita with their beloved pet, who is now seen here.
And today, a resolution in the Tennessee legislature to denounce neo-Nazis, a resolution that you'd think would easily breeze through the State House, died in just under 36 seconds, kind of like the souls of the Tennessee politicians.
Four people in Indiana have been indicted by a U.S. attorney for allegedly pocketing money that they said they were raising for a veterans charity. I guess that's why they call them the Indiana Hosers.
And back to racism. A University of Pennsylvania law school professor has been removed from teaching mandatory first-year courses after making derogatory remarks about the academic performance of black students. Maybe before doing that, she should shave her black eyebrows. I thought it was funny.
With the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament kicking off this Thursday, a man in Alabama has released a way to watch every single game without paying for it. And the man is seen here.
Because it's illegal. Drink some more. All right, here we go. On to state news. A 99-year-old Grand Marshal in Butte tells her secret to a long life, and that secret is her Irish sense of humor. Funny, I thought it'd be being blessed by the Virgin Mary in person.
A Minnesota company plans to build a wind farm in central Montana to provide power to Northwestern Energy under a contract this week. I wonder if the Minnesota company will screw Northwestern Energy in the ass like Northwestern Energy does to all of us.
In Yellowstone National Park, the world's tallest geyser may be erupting for the first time since 2014. And I really wish that was a metaphor for my sex life.
If you pursue box scores across the Frontier Conference and check the nightly leading scorer, more often than not you would come across a sophomore at Montana Tech named Jalen Coates. Coates led the school, scoring 19 points per game, but he's now signing on to a different school, mainly because he finally realized he was playing for Montana Tech.
A project to protect pregnant caribou has been put on hold due to the deep snow that has been accompanied this Montana winter. I, for one, love pregnant caribou. I have one hanging in my apartment.
So many jokes. Oh my God.
Wish that was a joke.
A Montana State film student has been documenting Antarctica research for the past year. Here are some of his pictures.
On to Deer Lodge news. The Powell County girls basketball team recently got 4th place at state. Fighting the entire time when not many people gave them a chance. In related news, the Powell County boys basketball team enjoyed watching the girls at state. Not a joke, just the news.
Deer Lodge has a new restaurant known as the Timber Eatery. And hopefully it doesn't go timber like all the other restaurant attempts in town.
And the Deer Lodge City Council has made the initial steps towards annexing the I-90 interchange to bring businesses such as McDonald's into the city limits. Yes, I always wanted Deer Lodge to get a McDonald's.
And with St. Patrick's Day upon us, let us look at a few photos from last year's celebration in Butte.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.